Does artificial intelligence mean that professional photographers are going to go out of business? Are we going to be replaced by robots? Not really, but maybe. Let's talk more. Hey there, Aaron here from TechPhotoGuide.com. I have been deep in the world of artificial intelligence and photography for a few years, wrote a book on it, and one question that comes up anytime we look at technology advances and automation are people wondering, are they going to get automated out of a job? In the photography world, we wonder, will the advances in AI make the skills of a professional photographer who can use their photographic knowledge to make a living wage obsolete? And the good news is professional photographers as a whole are not going to get automated out of a job, but there are certainly specific genres of photography or tasks that we do as photographers, sometimes money-earning tasks, that are ripe for automation and, may evolve out of the picture in the next several years. So, anytime we talk about automation, there are jobs that go away or that shift drastically. This can be, automation with robots on assembly lines. This can be automation like, the self-checkout kiosks at your local grocery store or the ordering kiosks at a fast food restaurant. So overall, what we've seen is that automation is very good at replacing common tasks that are done over and over again in predictable ways. So let's look at that framework and talk about how that applies to the work of a professional photographer. There are things that professional photographers do that fall into that category. I interviewed Justin from Aftershoot a few weeks ago here on this channel, and what we looked at there was how Aftershoot is an AI-powered photo culling product that can automatically go through your images, find ones with errors such as being out of focus or duplicates or subjects with their eyes closed, and it can automatically cull those images and find just your best work for you to focus on for editing and delivery to your client. So if we talk about photo culling, if there are people, assistants, or people that are spending their time specifically focused on photo culling services, yeah, that's a task that's ripe for being automated. Think about a photographer at a photo booth at a party. I used to do a lot of event photography pre-COVID, starting to pick that back up again as things are going. And at an event, you often have a primary photographer who's walking around, making candids, doing some group photos, working with people for some post shots. But a lot of times at a party, you might have a photo booth over in the corner, and that could be manned by a second shooter or an assistant who's hired to be there and have, some fun with attendees at the photo booth. Maybe they got crazy props to dress up with or things like that. Well, that photo booth can be replaced by an automated box in a lot of ways. You can buy one on the internet for less than $2,000. And if I'm an event producer and I want to have a fun photo booth in the corner, I can buy one of those, deploy it at all the events that I'm running at a couple $1,000s. That's going to be a lot cheaper than hiring a professional or hiring to have somebody there to make those same photos. The attendees can interact with it. It will automatically, text them their photos or share them on social media. And this is an area where the professional photographer isn't really bringing a lot of unique professional experience to that role. Another example where a professional photographer might be concerned that they could get automated out of work is if they're doing very routine, very non-creative product photography, simple object on a white background. Well, Square, the company that most of us know for processing credit card payments on an iPhone or at an iPad kiosk in a lot of small businesses, Square identified that a lot of their customers need those same kind of photos for catalog purposes or for their website or things like that. Square now offers a service, it's already here, called Square Photo Studio, where you send them those products to be photographed. They have an automated mechanized system that will move a camera around and take multiple shots of it on a nice, white lit background. And they'll sell you those images for use for your marketing purposes. They'll sell you those images, 3 images, for $9.99, which is not a price point that a professional photographer is going to be able to compete with if they're looking to make a living wage. So Whether we're talking about photo culling, whether we're talking about the automated product photography, whether we're talking about the automated photo booth photography, the common theme here is that the photographer is not bringing any sort of creativity or any unique vision to that work. These are repeatable tasks, very similar in nature, and they're the kind of things that a computer system with machine learning can learn how to handle. So, the value for a professional photographer will continue to be bringing that creative vision, bringing your uniqueness, bringing something individual to that client that you're working with. Whether it's a mother who wants photos of their children, whether it's a corporation looking for some nice, unique branding images that really shows off who they are, whether it's a piece of fine art that you're looking to create and sell to a fine art collector who's looking for something a little different. There's a reason that people are hiring professional photographers to do the work right now, as opposed to just, say, grabbing a free or cheap stock photo from any number of stock photography sites. So this creative vision thing is not new, but this creative vision thing will continue to be what sets professional photographers apart in being successful and able to serve their clients and able to make money by serving those clients. So let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe so that you'll get the next update I post here next week. But as we look at artificial intelligence and photography, if what you're doing right now is robot-like work, you too might be automated by a robot. If it's not, if it's creative, it's unique, it's having a lot of impact because it's different, keep doing that, and you're going to keep being able to find success with that.